tell us, obviously you sell wine, but tell us all about Solera. What services and what do you provide here?
Well, Solera really sells wine, and I would say off the beaten path and geeky wines. We have wines from all over the world. We also have a small selection of craft beers. Mm-hmm. But very much that's what we do. We have, throughout the years, brought other things and services, like, for example, we teach classes right now. Mm-hmm. The Boston School, the Wine Boston School uses the store as one of its campuses.
Mm-hmm. Wine and beer and accessories, I see.
We do have a small selection of accessories, and of course we have certain services, for example, around the holidays. We do special baskets for people, very much to order. People will order them, and then we have baskets and that sort of thing.
So who are your customers?
I would say our customers are, of course, very much the people in Roslindale, but also we have people coming from other areas, adjacent areas like Brookline, Newton, West Roxbury. Most of our customers are looking for different wines than the ones they find in the big shops. And that is good. I mean, we get phone calls or we get requests through our web page asking for wines that they cannot find in many other places. Because we do concentrate on that, on some smaller vineyards, organic wines, a little different. In fact, it's very important to know that Solera was the first mini wine boutique in the city of Boston.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yes.
That's good.
I have also been the longest standing tenant in this part of the square.
Right.
You mean in all the places here that are around the courtyard?
Right around the courtyard.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. You were here when I came.
Yeah.
What is it about Roslindale? You said that you knew you wanted to be in Roslindale. What makes Roslindale special for you as a business owner?
Well, not only the fact that I'm a resident of Roslindale, I had bought a house here, but also how vibrant, and I love the diversity of the neighborhood.
So tell us about the cheese cellar. What kind of products and services do you provide here that people might not know about?
Well, obviously we're called the Boston Cheese Cellar, so we sell cheese, and that's probably our primary product that we sell. And in addition to that, we sell the regular charcuterie, so cured meats and so on, as well as jams and the other accoutrements like crackers and bread and things which will sort of fill out a lovely cheese platter. And we really take some time to curate our selection of cheeses and meats from across the US and from across the globe. So the idea is that you can come into the shop and everything that's here is of sort of the highest quality. We really want you to feel that when you come in. And we also sell some fantastic olive oil actually, which is, the great thing about this is it's from Puglia, so it's the regular harvest from Puglia in the south of Italy, and it's in a big bulk container. So we have bottles and you buy the first one and you just refill it. And it's much more economical. It's a good olive oil. I use it at home for cooking as well as for salads. Yeah, it's really nice. And we also have a very good 8-year balsamic, which is done on the same idea, bulk refill for less money, which is a phenomenal balsamic for the money. And then actually every morning I come in and my staff come in, and for that first hour before we open, you might see us in there, but we're actually prepping our sandwiches because every morning we get fresh bread and we make fresh sandwiches with the meats and the cheeses. So we get very good feedback on those sandwiches, and they're kind of filling. So they're normally a dinner and a lunch put together in one, honestly. So,
what do you enjoy? What keeps you in it? What is the part that you like the most?
I guess there's a couple of things. That obviously my interaction with customers. It's great to get to know more people in Roslindale, and this is a very good way of doing it. I'll definitely recognize your face, not necessarily remember your name. And I'll probably remember what things you do as well, like sort of what job you do. And this is one of the things which is incredible about Roslindale, is that we do have such a microcosm of so many different people here. That's really fascinating.
Would you like to speak about your relationship with other businesses in the village?
And I do cheese pairing nights with Brian over at the beer cellar a lot. And then just sort of less about cheese, but sort of just regular connections. A good example actually is just this Sunday, where I had a couple walk in and started talking. They happened to be English, and they'd just been to the pet cabaret, and they were talking to the Lisas up in the pet cabaret, and they said, oh, you should go to the cheese shop. He's English too. So they came down, we had a nice chat, but it's that kind of knowledge of the business owners, because we know each other and we like each other, that we're able to do that, you know. It's, and the Lisas are super sweet people anyway, so they would automatically do that, I think, English or not.
Right, right. I'd like to start with the history of the market. I think that that's really important, what you did to help in the early revitalization of Roslindale. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so we've been here 20 years. The store was started by my parents. Like I said, actually over 20 years, a little over 20 years ago. It's the first job for Jimmy and I think I was 12, he was 14. We're semi-local. We were going to school at CM in West Roxbury. So we often came here after school and probably did more bad than good while we were in here, but we were young kids and you know, we feel like we grew up here. It's been great.
So let's talk about Roslindale itself. What do you think makes Roslindale a special place? Why do you like having your business in Roslindale?
Yeah, as we said earlier, it's a great, diverse community. You know, it's definitely changed in the last 20 years. But it was great 20 years ago, it's great now, and you know, love the people. It's just, we have a lot of fun here. You know, it's work, but it's fun, you know, being friends with the customers and offer a service.
Yes, but it's a real neighborhood. I think we both feel that, where it's a real, you know, not many, I think, cities in Boston or, you know, areas of Boston where it's still that neighborhood feel. And I think that's here, you know, people, you know, with the farmer's market and the grocery store here, people, you know, come down, they talk, and it's a real, you know, it's a good feel.
And how about your relationships with other businesses in the village? Is that something that you enjoy, or do you have good relationships with the other businesses?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we know Chris very well from Fornax. A lot of the restaurant guys, yeah. It's, you know, we want everyone to thrive. Everyone's thriving in business. You know, everyone's doing well. Community's better.
Everybody has said that they really feel like the businesses support each other to the extent that they can shop from each other and that sort of
Absolutely.
thing.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for a business, any kind of business that would be coming in now and starting up in Roslindale? Is there anything in particular you'd like to offer them from your experience?
First of all, we'd love to have them. I mean, it's like I said, the community speaks for itself. It's a community that I feel like it wants to shop local, it wants to support itself, which is great. It's awesome to be a part of that. And Jimmy said earlier, it's a big time commitment, but you know, you're just good at what you do and you stay focused. You know?
Get involved?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it's huge. Yeah, and support the community. You know, where you're putting a lot of time in here, and you know, you basically you got to support the other businesses. And
For example, during snowstorms, where do we shop?
the village market.
Absolutely.
We're always open. That is true. We are. Yeah, that's one thing that we really are not a claim to fame, but you know, the blizzards happen or the hurricanes. We're always open.
You're always
if
open.
There's 2 feet of snow outside, we make sure, you know, we're here and, you know, we have the doors open.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to see more of these Roslindale Village Main Streets videos, please subscribe to our YouTube page by clicking here.